All right. Hello there, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of Solar Sidekicks. My name's Pat Southwell. I'm here with my co-host, Lawrence Aconti. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning. How you going?
Going great, thanks. You know what today is?
Yes, I do know what today is.
It's a big day, episode number 50 for us. Woo! So we've made it, made the half century. Today is time to raise the bat. And but you probably, unless you were part of the first season, you wouldn't really know because it's just season 2, episode 17.
Yeah.
So,
I like episode 50.
Yeah, episode 50. We will celebrate episode 50.
Very exciting.
Before we get into today's guests and the content, we've got a big episode coming up. I would like to acknowledge the traditional landowners of where we're recording this today. That's the Boonwurrung people of the Kulin Nation. And I pay my respects to all elders, past, present, and emerging. And we've got a decent guest coming today.
Yes.
Very warm welcome to Ben Wright from Solar Victoria. Welcome, Ben.
Hey, Ben.
Thanks for having me. Excited to be here today.
Yeah, we're really happy to have you here. We actually have a run sheet today, so we haven't had one too much the last few times.
We've gone rogue.
Yeah, we've gone a little bit rogue. Having someone from the government on it's a real privilege to have you on. So I really appreciate you coming in and being able to share some of the insights that you've been following, or everything that's been happening in the solar industry and
enforcing.
Enforcing as well. That's right, and helping. Like there's a lot happening from your world and from what's happening in Solar Vic. So do you want to just give us a little quick career background, how you got into, I suppose, being in the government, and how you ended up finding yourself at Solar Victoria?
Yeah, sure. Thanks. It's been a bit of a long road to get here, and certainly not what I set off for. I started my career really joining the Navy as an apprentice.
Navy?
Really?
Yeah.
What were you doing in the Navy?
I joined as a maintenance fitter, a technician.
Yeah, right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little bit of a pitter and turner, a little bit of a boiler maker, a little bit of a diesel mechanic.
So do we have to speak to you in like 24-hour time and stuff like that? We have to go, 1,800 hours and all this. Yeah, we've got to do that. Okay.
Anyway, I didn't really enjoy the mechanical elements, but what it did allow was working on generators, pumps, motors, circuits. So
awesome.
I kept studying and sort of did almost a second apprenticeship in electrical fitting, and then was a ship's electrical maintainer until I left. So I did 9 years in the Navy.
Wow, that is awesome.
9 years, wow, it's a big stint.
Yeah, it was a big stint.
Much seasickness?
So everyone gets seasick. It's just when.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I went through a few cyclones with the crew, so
wow.
Off of Darwin. So
you're on big ships and stuff like that. On
patrol boats.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Of course, you get seasick.
They move around a fair bit.
Yeah, and just get thrown around out there.
Yeah,
thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for your service. Well.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah, I got huge respect for people that are in the Navy, Army, and
Defence Force. Yeah,
it's just awesome, and they're really doing their bit. So thank you.
My pleasure. From the Navy, deciding to get out, just before 10 years, I just got really lucky with WorkSafe. They were recruiting for inspectors at the time. Threw my hat in the ring and snagged a inspector role. And pretty quickly, working out in the field and moved into the mining team with WorkSafe. So.
Ooh.
So
you would have seen some stuff. It's quite high risk work out there.
Absolutely.
So it's Victoria, still Victoria. Yeah.
Not known for being a big mine.
Yeah, I was going to say, what like gold mines or what coal mines as well?
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. Gold and coal.
Yeah, is that right? There you go. That's a good guess.
Yeah. You think about Ballarat, Bendigo being those historic gold mining towns. And still out near Bendigo is one of I think it's the biggest gold mine in the Southern Hemisphere.
Is that right?
People don't realise, which is was an interesting place to work, a couple of kilometres underground, and then Latrobe Valley
coal mining. Any Bitcoin mining? No. Sorry, this is just another stand-up comedy act today. Yeah, okay. Yeah, right. Okay. So
you've always had some sort of interest or, I guess, connection with government work. I mean, it's all, that seems all quite, Navy, WorkSafe, councils, it's all
Yeah, it's sort of big government and then it's a small government.
I can see you're like very rule-based. It's sort of
procedure.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's
I
just
know,
sort of
I
like
love a
me.
procedure as well.
Yeah.
Love it.
Procedure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and the electrical skills helped in the mining space. Worked in the power stations a lot, particularly on the back of fatality in the power generator industry. In 2018. So that got me right into electrical safety and partnered with ESB and some other people at WorkSafe to roll out an arc flash audit program for power generators. And then that worked. I continued and managed that team for a few years at WorkSafe, and then this opportunity came up, and really, I look back on it now. And one week I was standing in a coal mine, and then the next week I was working in the the renewable sector. So
that's
it was good transition.
Yeah, good transition.
Yeah, cool. So how long have you been at Solar Vic now?
I'm coming up on 10 months now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, not quite a year.
Yeah.
End of September, I'll click over for 1 year.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. Yeah, just
Straight into all energy as well, just before it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All that stuff happening. It'd be interesting to have a chat with you because so I've been not just aware, but it's semi-involved with the Solar Vic program or the Solar Homes program since its inception in August 2018, I think it was. And it'd be really interesting to hear your insights, not having let's not call it baggage, but just all the other stuff that's happened. And you've sort of come in with a really fresh perspective. So it'd be interesting to sort of hear that and how that's all happening in Solar Vic. So yeah, I'm really interested for this chat. It's going to be really good. Well, what do you want to kick things off? Like, we want to talk about the audit program and what's been happening. What sort of things you've been finding in the audit program recently?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're part of the Solar Vic Solar Homes program, you'll be pretty familiar with the audit program. We're running 3 programs at the moment. Solar PVs, the flagship.
Flagship, yeah.
I love that one.
Everyone's across that one.
Yep.
That's in really good territory at the moment. Programs, delivering some good results. Where 80% of installations when audited are fully compliant.
That's great to hear.
That's
awesome.
Yeah, really, really. I don't know if it's breaking records. The person who was in my role before me is still with Solar Vic, and I think I'll need to I'll go back through the data to see if we're breaking any records. I don't think we are yet, but I'd love to see.
Good to compare though, and to see how the program has evolved as well and where it's going.
Absolutely.
Do you have any office banter around that? Oh, when I was in charge of the program, we were at...
That's what I mean. Yeah,
that's good.
I want the crown. Sorry.
Yeah.
But really, really great elements of the PV program is that unsafes are almost unheard of.
Yeah.
When the program started, it was at about 3%, and that's come down now to less than 0.1%.
Less than 0.1, yeah, that's amazing, isn't it?
Stunning.
Well done, everyone involved. Down to all the installers doing their bit.
And take note, other states. Like, I know you probably don't want to get into this, but take note, other states. Like, that's a huge.
From in battle.
No, but that's a huge. No, but that's a huge tick for Victoria.
Yeah.
Less than 0.1 unsafe. Like, you look at that and you go, well, how do you get any better than that? That's amazing. So well done. Hats off. And yeah, other states, take note. There you go. I've calmed it down, Lauren. I've calmed it down.
Don't you say the M word.
No, I won't. Oh, that's good. So, and what about your other programs that you're running? So you spoke about what's heat pumps, another one.
Yeah. So part of that electrification journey is supporting customers to transition from gas or electric resistive hot water units into heat pumps. So really trying to incentivize that industry, and people can get up to $1,000 for a rebate for a heat pump.
Yep.
We've also really recently introduced an extra incentive for locally manufactured heat pumps. So there's an extra $400 available in rebates for locally manufactured units. So
yeah, right.
Is that for the homeowner, or is that for the manufacturer? Who gets that?
So it is for the homeowner, but it's administered in the same way as the PV rebate. So we do pay that directly to our retailers.
Yeah.
And so they pass it on.
It's going to mainly be a point of sale discount, basically.
Correct. Yeah. It's a point of sale discount.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's really excellent. It couples really well with that. The household expenses, your energy bills.
That's good.
Has that recently been introduced?
Yeah, very recently.
And is that just to try and push out the random companies just coming in, bringing in a product and?
Oh, not at all. No, it didn't. It's not to exclude anyone. We didn't change the rebate for any other company. We didn't decrease it, so it was 1,000 last year. It's up to 1,000 again this year. But it was to really support Victorian
The
manufacturing.
local ones, yeah.
Yeah, we've got
that's
manufacturers here locally. Whether it's the manufacturing sector down in the Latrobe Valley, looking at repurposing work from the power sector.
Yep.
Right up to those traditional manufacturers that you'd be familiar with.
Yeah. So is there a number of companies that are eligible for it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, great.
I think there's 8 or 9 brands, and I think there's 80 or 90 products on the market.
Okay, there you go.
I've honestly never heard about it. I mean, I don't really do the heat pump side in our business, so I wouldn't come across it. But I don't even think Megsy or Lise has heard of that either. So,
Well, get on our website and check it out.
yeah, absolutely.
See if you're eligible. Yeah.
Another $400.
It has always kind of peed me off that the PV was 1,400 and the hot water was 1,000.
Okay.
Because when you get it, when customers get it together, or when our customers get it together, they go, "Oh, I think it should be 1,400," and we say, "No, sorry, heat pumps are only eligible for the 1,000, and then the PV is 1,400." Just a little dig.
Now offer them a local one.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Offer the local.
Yeah, I want to actually have a look into them and see if we can support those as well. Because we're the same at Six Star. We love supporting local and communities we work in as well. So I think it's really important. I think that's great.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So that's travelling fairly well in terms of compliance. So it's not at the rates of PV, but
I don't think heat pumps are there yet anyway.
yeah, it's not emerging.
People are still a bit sceptical and they don't want it.
Yeah, customers are unsure about the new technology, and plumbers, if they've been in the game for a number of years, they might be less familiar with the technology. So I liken it to sort of what PV was back in 2020 maybe.
Yeah,
it's only been in the market for a couple of years, becoming a bit more well known. So it's great to incentivise that.
Yeah.
Just to any heat pump owners, just make sure you have your settings on right. We've set ours to the solar, and which is great. Joe had a cold shower this morning.
Oh no!
I didn't really notice it too much, and then she's jumped in after me and gone, "Oh my god!" We probably need to set it just
a quick heat in the morning.
Well, yeah, or just when it cools down enough, because of the battery will kick in anyway. So. Yeah.
Sorry, Joe.
Yeah, sorry. We were having a really good morning until that point. Anyway, just
cold showers are really good for you.
I know. Well, I think I know that, and I know the benefits of that. But maybe like lukewarm to cold, maybe not as good. But yeah, ice cold, good. Yeah. Anyway, let's not get too much off topic here. All right. What's the other program? So we're talking about the PV, the heat pumps. What's the other one?
Yeah, so within the PV, there's a subset of solar for apartments.
Yeah,
that's really getting a good head of steam up this year.
Yeah,
and heading into delivering phase 2 installations of solar for apartments. That's great. We're probably outside the scope of this one. We're introducing a incentive for ceiling insulation.
Yeah, okay.
Program. So that's in development.
Not Pink Bats 2.0. We're not. Right. Oh,
excellent.
I don't know.
No, it's probably good you don't know. No, 2009 they brought out the Rudd federal government brought out the it was called Pink Bats. So that basically it was free insulation for people, and it went rogue. It went absolutely rogue, and yeah, it ended up there was a few fatalities as well.
Oh, holy smokes.
Yeah, it was from electrical safety and.
Okay, so learn from that.
Yeah, well, when anyone talks about a government incentive program, I think it's always in the back of people's minds.
Yeah.
Let's not let this be Pink Bats.
Yeah, okay.
So make sure it's regulated properly. Oh, yeah, Ben and his team would be all over that. You probably hear people say Pink Bats, and you're like, yeah, no, it's nothing like that, because that's obviously got the reputation of how a government program shouldn't go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Absolutely.
All over all of that thing. So yeah, it's making sure it's all governed correctly. It's distributed in a way which is fair and doesn't encourage rogue operators as well. So
yeah, correct. One of the benefits, part of my role is to make sure it is rolled out safely.
Yeah.
And we don't, we learn from history there, but
yeah, no, most definitely.
Yeah, there was a Royal Commission into the program and the outcomes, and in terms of providing a really detailed summary of what not to do. I've got that.
Yeah, that's good.
Now it's up to us to develop what to do, and it'll be a really positive impact. People that don't have insulation in their ceiling they suffer in winter and they suffer in summer.
That's right. It goes both ways. You're exactly right. And this is the thing. It's almost like nearly the first place you need to start when you're looking to make your home more efficient.
Yeah, so that'll be great. And then, in terms of the audit program, the last element of that is closing out of the battery incentive.
Yep.
So we did close our battery program, and that'll run through probably with installations out to the end of the year.
Yep.
We'll continue our audit program at the current rate right through to until all of those are installed and people.
And there's still a few on the books that need to get through. There's still a few that need to be installed.
It's been approved and haven't had installation yet.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly it. So we did sort of overlap a little with the federal program.
Yeah, imagine that, getting Solar Vic and the federal. So that was a stackable one.
Like a 2-week window, I reckon. And then SV said that they were closing it, and they just went straight away.
Yeah.
I think there was like 800 or something, and then 48 or 72 hours gone. It was crazy.
Yeah, they were snapped up.
Yeah.
In that short window there where there was the overlap. So
I wonder how retailers are going with that, because there is huge stock issues with most batteries at the moment. So I wonder how people are going.
Have they got a certain time frame to get those in with your program?
Yeah, we do. We because it's a loan, we do some credit checks and make sure that people are in a position where they can afford what they're signing up for. Once that takes us a bit of time, and we've worked through that. We've worked through that now. And then we give 120 days after.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay, that's not too bad.
It's not too bad. Yeah.
I think everyone's containers and stockers should be coming in.
You'd hope so.
About September.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Well, we're into August now, well into August, so that's not too bad. It's not too far away.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. All right. So on all of those programs, you're doing audits on everything. So anytime there's a government incentive, basically, there's a chance you're going to get audited. Is that right? We've historically audited at a 5% rate. Yep. So we'd sample. That's with PV or just with everything?
That was everything.
Everything. Yeah, right.
So 5% to batteries, PV, hot water.
Yep.
And that was a good sample size, I think, to get a really good indication of how the industry is performing.
Yep.
It allows us to keep the finger on the pulse as to what's emerging and what's changing. Tweak the guidance that we've got publicly, tweak our audit checklist, stay relevant with standards.
Yeah, okay.
Moving forwards, we'll be bringing that audit rate down to 2.5%.
Yep.
And that's just a reflection of the market and where it's at the moment. In terms of really high compliance rates in solar PV.
Yeah, I suppose you don't really call it a problem to have, but it's a really good thing when you can reduce the audit rates and have the confidence that you're not going to have a higher compliance rate, because I'm sure you wouldn't have dropped it unless you had that confidence. Is that
absolutely
a fair comment to make?
Safeguards as well.
Yeah.
ESV doing their bit.
Yeah.
Battery inspections coming out as well. You don't really want these installers installing stuff and having maybe 6 different bodies that could potentially come and inspect. You just go, well, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, working closely with the CER to make sure their 1% audit program, our audit program. You don't want to see one of my auditors and then one of their auditors at the same job. That's not helpful for anyone.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Yeah, we want to make sure we're delivering it well and it's landing well for installers and retailers.
Will there ever be a crossover? Could there ever be a crossover on a job? Is it highly unlikely?
It is unlikely. Excuse me. Yeah, it is unlikely, particularly in the battery space at the moment. We're trying to communicate really well together. They've committed to get their audit program out in the field really quickly, where they might have, for the traditional CER programs, waited, 12 months or so.
Yeah.
It's got to be rolled out quick.
Yeah.
It's got to be rolled up. Have you got an update on that?
Not yet. No, about when it's starting. Yeah. No, not really.
You started doing any of them?
No, I haven't yet. No, not yet.
Just doing normal ESV battery inspections.
Yeah, that's right. Correct. Yeah, that's it. That's all that's been happening at the moment. Like, I keep hearing rumours it's going to be starting soon. But that's the thing, like the CER generally have been auditing between 12 and 24 months. That's sort of their window because of the they wait till the STCs are created and then they go into the auditing program and they've got 12 months to do it. And usually the STCs aren't realised for 12 months. So, but they did, the last tranche last year, they did bring it back a little bit because there was a standard change and they wanted to capture all of that. So they brought it back to 6, I think. I'm not 100% sure exactly those numbers, but yeah, we were doing, rather than doing jobs that were potentially 2 years old, which have got all cobwebs and crap all over them. We were actually doing ones that were a bit newer. So I'm expecting they'll bring that forward even more with this battery rebate. They're going to be wanting to get out there. I think that's been something Solar Vic's done really well. Like I think with the Solar Vic audits, usually they're, I don't know, roughly 3 to 6 months after post-installation is when the audit happens.
Yeah, that's right. We do have we set ourselves a target to make sure our audits are completed within 6 months.
Within 6 months, oh, okay.
It's really good.
Yeah.
We try and get them quickly. And that means, by the time we pay a rebate, do our data and get that out to our auditors, we typically 2 to 3 months is where most land.
Yeah.
And then out to 6 at the
It's also good because you're also, as the inspector, you're going out there and in that time, you're not really seeing any maintenance issues either. So you're getting a really clear picture on how the installation has taken place. And then you can sort of hand it over to the customer and say, these are the things you need to do to keep it maintained. And, you're not going to be pinging those potential issues on the installer, which I think is a really good thing.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's it's responsive. Audits inherently lag, obviously, standards and the installation practice. So getting it as close to the actual work being done is important. If someone's making a mistake and you audit them, a
couple of years
later,
they're not inclined to go back, really.
They could have just kept making that mistake.
That's right.
The next few years. So
they could have done another 100 jobs in that time doing the exact same thing.
They might not even be in industry anymore.
That's right.
Could have moved on. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We do still see some funny things. We might see someone's painted over.
I had to do that the other day in Bodwin. I seen the photo of on this meter box. I'm like, I can literally see the circle of where the PV and the ES label is, and I unfortunately got defected. So I went back and put a sticker over top, but I'm like, you've just painted over this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And look, I'll take the opportunity to shout that out, that if you're an installer and you're in that situation where the situation's changed, we accept that it does happen. And if you get a report that comes back, that your labelling's failed, raise that with my team. We'll while you might need to rectify it or speak to the homeowner, we don't want that to go against you.
Of course,
against your record, and particularly now with Solar Accreditation Australia in the market, there is a demerit program. So we want to make sure that those are applied appropriately and genuinely, and not for those things that are outside of the installer's control.
Not for silly things.
Absolutely. All right, good stuff. Well, I want to move on to batteries. We sort of touched on it. We sort of touched on it a little bit. So yeah, we've sort of spoken about it with the federal rebate, and there's you've got a little bit of a crossover, and then probably over the next 6 months or so, the program, or that part of the program, will be fully matured or finishing up, I suppose, and that'll be the end of it.
Yeah,
as far as
what's on the horizon for us. Victoria stepped back from incentivising that with the introduction of the federal program.
Giving the reins to the CR, saying, here you go, this is a huge program with a massive rebate. You guys, over to you.
I actually don't mind it though. I think I would prefer the money better spent to keeping the PV panel rebate alive as opposed to the battery loan one, because not everyone wants a battery. People are still scared about batteries. They still think they're going to catch on fire. They don't want to leave.
For sure.
Yeah, they're still.
We've had so many stories even on this podcast where we've spoken about it.
Ridiculous, but I feel like people are more inclined to install solar, put panels on their roof and invert it. Like they're like, that's the first step, and then a battery. So if you can keep incentivizing that and spend the money there, why not?
That's right. Yeah, I'm still having, like, I suppose you call them barbecue conversations. A lot of the time they're down at the footy club or the cricket club. People come up to me and go, "Oh, is the solar worth it?" And I'm like, "Come on, you're asking me that now? Is solar worth it? What do you reckon?"
Of course it is.
Yeah, I know. It's like if you asked me that like 10 years ago, it would have been like, "Oh, it depends on your situation. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, look, it's still good to do. Come on, is solar worth it?" Anyway,
big yes.
Yes, big yes. Well, while we're still on sort of battery and compliance and stuff, have you got any? Can you give us any insights onto some of the non-conformances that you're finding in your battery rebate audits?
Yeah, not a problem at all. I presented this data in detail at the SEA conference recently.
Yeah, okay.
We'll likely talk about this again at All Energy if I get a Guernsey.
Not that easy to get. I got rejected last year. Anyway, yeah, I'm sure you guys will get in.
I'll see if I can pull some strings.
Yeah, okay.
So we've run the audit program for a couple of years over the battery incentive, and we've got some good data through 2023 and then 2024.
Yep.
I'd say if you think about us in the market too, though, our incentive was a small portion of battery installations compared to PV, where most people are a Solar Victoria customer when they're installing PV.
Yep.
I think we were in the range of sort of 15 to 20%-ish.
Yeah, okay.
Of battery installs. So
getting a reasonable sample, you're getting a bit of a snapshot.
It's a good sample without having kind of the ability to really influence like we do in PV.
Yeah.
So in saying that, we would find that the battery compliance rate, about 1 in 2 batteries needed the installer to return after it was audited.
So it's a rectification required and that's come from the findings of the auditor.
Yeah, correct. And that's for a range of things. By far, labelling is the non-compliance.
Big skull.
By volume.
Skull and crossbones. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So do you get demerit points for that?
In terms of how we work with SAA, they do issue demerit points based on non-compliance. It's found within the Solar Vic audit program.
Yeah.
So absolutely, that would attract some demerit points.
Yep.
And we don't make up labeling standards. We take the advice of the Australian standards.
Yeah.
But I do acknowledge that it can be complex.
For sure.
Get a sticker pack that's got every sticker that's ever been made for a battery, and you're left to your own devices.
Yeah.
But I think you should learn as you install these and use our audit as a guide on, how to do this properly and get it right.
For sure.
Pretty sure you have a battery compliance checklist available as well, don't you, Pat?
Yeah, we do. We do. We have one that's available, and we actually just had a course for battery labelling just approved by SAA, so that should be released within the next week.
Yep.
And that's going to, I've actually gone through it and learned a lot of stuff myself and about how to do things better, and just spending that time on it and being in the standard and having a look at things, reading things properly, looking at the intention of standards as well and what they're intended to do. It's made a huge difference. And I feel like all the non-conformances I'm seeing at the moment with labelling, like a lot of them, I'm about to go on a rant, Lauren, but a lot of them are the label manufacturers supplying kits that are non-compliant, right? They're either old kits to the old standard.
Shit.
Yeah, I know. Or they're using labels that have got adhesive that doesn't stick properly, or they're the wrong colour, or whatever it is. And when you speak to the installer about it, they're like, I just put what was in the kit. And it's like, okay, you got to stop right there. Okay, so you've got a label manufacturer who's supplying you with something. The buck doesn't stop with them. They're just supplying your product. It's up to you to make sure that it's correct. And there's still a lot of people out there that don't quite understand it. And they think, it's all right, it's just labeling. But labeling is like really important for batteries. You got to make sure it's right, because it's emergency responders that need to use it. And they may never need to use it. Your house may never catch fire, or you may never have an emergency, whatever it is. But on the one time you do, you need all that. You need all those things there to be compliant and clear. So I find it's a lot to do with the label manufacturers, and you got to hold them to account. Like, this is me doing a call out now to installers. Hold them to account, and if they're not towing the line, if they're not doing what you need them to do, you need to get rid of them, and you need to get a label manufacturer in that's going to do the right thing, because there's way too many out there that are just not compliant, and everyone just sees it as just labeling. Who cares? But it's got to be something everyone takes seriously. I didn't even raise my voice.
No, that was really good.
That was good.
That was really good. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. If I'm an electrician returning to a site later and need to isolate appropriately, if I'm a homeowner that needs to shut something down, or isolate something, that's where it's really essential.
Yeah.
Underneath the labelling stats in the audit program, there's a few other things that I think need focus on as well. And
can I take a swipe at one of them?
Yeah.
All right.
Give us a.
All right. I reckon something to do with fireproof barriers to habitable rooms would probably be something that I found is I feel there's a little bit of an education piece that needs to happen a bit more around that. And is that right? Is that one of them?
Yeah, spot on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So fire prevention, fire detection.
Yep.
We took a step forward and required smoke detectors.
Yes.
Yep.
In the Solar Homes program.
Yep.
And that's above the consideration that should be given.
Correct. That's a should in the standard.
It's a should in the standard.
And it's a well, you've made it a shall in your program.
We did.
Yep.
And I think that's one of the only places we deviate above a standard, and and I think we're proud of that. And still feel that people should must be putting those in for the program, but should be really considering that. Like you say, barriers for habitable rooms.
Yep.
Exclusion zones. From doors, windows, vents. That features 10 to 15% in non-compliance, and that's also the one that's super hard to fix if you put a battery in place.
Yeah.
Mm.
It can be really expensive to rectify that issue. Could be rewiring, could be moving.
So I find at the moment as an inspector, I reckon when people call me up to ask for advice, I reckon it's 50% of them at the moment are about locations of batteries. Can I put this here? Here's a photo. What do you reckon? And I look at it. What's around it? I got my 5139 sitting there. I'm through that so much at the moment, looking at things. And some of it is open to interpretation, and you need to be able to apply the standards in a way which suits the install you're doing. So it's a bit tricky. Honestly, it's a little bit tricky. Yeah, like I must say there's sometimes some installations I've seen where I won't say the installer blatantly has got it wrong, but they may have not understood the standard too well. And I understand that can happen too. But then there's other times where they're really working in the grey. Yeah, and it's a tough one, especially around egress areas and side of houses and that sort of stuff. It's difficult.
Where are you finding most of your battery inspections are? Are they indoors or outdoors?
Yeah, I suppose me sighing and not being sure is probably 50-50, but it's a lot of there's a lot going outdoors. Yeah, like I reckon it's shifted a bit more to outdoors.
So how come you put your system outdoors?
It's a good question. Why do we do that? There was a reason. I can't remember what it was. I suppose we could have put it in the garage. I think it was probably more we had the side of the house had a decent side. A little bit of real estate to use, which was a bit of a dead side, and we've got enough space to put the battery there, and it's a bit out of the way. Mm-hmm. Having said that, it's exposed to the street. Like my builder was like, someone's going to steal it. And I'm like, it's 480 something kilos. No one's going to steal it.
Yeah, when I speak to people about that, I'm like, if they want to steal it, they can have it.
Yeah.
It's that heavy.
Yeah, that's right. So I don't know. Like we just sort of worked out that was probably the best place, but I didn't really I didn't put it outside intentionally because I was worried about it catching fire or anything like that. There was none of those reasons. Maybe it was because we potentially would lose space parking in the garage. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
That's a big consideration for homeowners.
Yeah.
How much
and then that's the same question to you for the ones that are audited in Solar Vic. Are they mainly indoors or outdoors?
I'd have to get the data, but I'd say garages are are pretty popular. And then outdoor in those access ways, typically beside homes. Yep. Hopefully under eaves, get a bit of protection there.
Yeah.
So it's good with new builds. I mean, we did one or two in our new build, and then we put the smoke detector in the garage because obviously we could wire it in. But see, it's a bit of it's a bit of a pain in the ass doing it after handover. Yeah, having to put that smoke alarm in.
It is a bit.
Yeah, like I didn't even know how you would do that, but
it's not. It's you got to get a cable to it, and it's it's difficult to do.
And this is this is when we talk to someone about the smoke detector requirement. They say, I didn't realise, I quoted against the standard. And suddenly you need to run a new cable to run a smoke detector and have it communicate with the other ones in the home. Yeah, it's a big undertaking to fix.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but then again, if someone's quoted with the standard, I mean, you've also got to you've got to quote with the rebate in mind as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean, as much as there's empathy for that, you still need to follow what's on the program.
Yeah,
it's there for a reason.
I'll take the opportunities to plug some of the work we've done, particularly in this space.
Yep.
We recently released some toolbox talks. They're on our website under the battery.
I saw that. Is that the one? You got Sandy on one of them. You got Abiel from CC. He's on there. And then was that it? No, there was someone else from the CC.
Yeah, Brendan at the end. Talking specifically about what we're talking about.
Oh, the battery habitable. That's right. Yeah, I flicked. Where did that come out?
I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, because I was just flicking yesterday and I came across it, so
Yeah, sure.
I watched it a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah, great. We shared it last night on our socials.
that's where I saw it. Yeah,
on our LinkedIn, so I'm
Awesome.
LinkedIn. So if you haven't seen those, get on board. And we also partnered with the CER and SAA on the production of those.
Yep.
Not just Sandy, who's really helpful in ESV to, and we'll talk through his topic next.
Yep.
But if you do get through Sandy's toolbox talk and then follow that up with SAA, you do qualify for CPD points.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Good stuff. No, that's good. More CPD is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the last common battery point there. I'm not sure how much you see this, but it's that multiple.
Oh, the parallel earth neutral. Yeah. So they're testing defects.
Exactly.
We've got courses on those.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the two. If it's it would have been the one Sandy was talking about. So it would have been the parallel earthing when a system goes into backup mode.
Yep.
And then the other one would be neutral continuity or lack thereof when it goes into backup. So your RCDs aren't going to work.
Spot on.
Yeah. So they're still seeing them. Probably not as much. I think people maybe are a bit more aware of that now and doing their testing properly.
Yep.
It's a test I do on every single installation that I go and look at. I can almost do it with my eyes closed now. Not that I would, but
Don't say that.
I won't do that. No, I know how to do them like quite fast now. It's actually a really easy test to do. You can actually do them concurrently as well. You can almost do them together. So you can, once you put it into backup mode, it only takes like about a minute or two to do the test. It's quite easy. So yeah, that's a huge thing. And yeah, I've certainly seen some fail.
Yeah.
So, and that can be quite dangerous. Like your RCDs aren't going to work, or you could be livening up the earthing system in your house. So yeah, a little bit scary.
That's not
Yeah.
No, that's right.
done correctly.
Yeah, exactly. I know. It's a bit, you're right. It is. It's definitely scary if it's, yeah.
Yeah. Look, I'll take the opportunity to maybe pump your tires up a bit here, but in relation to this, talking about compliance here, I think we need to recognise that mentoring relationship between an LEI and their electrician. You're talking about labelling here or some things that are, quite detailed within the standards. I think having an LEI with a good relationship with their electrician or to be in a situation where you're not just, if they can call you and say, hey, where do I put this battery?
Yep.
I think that's excellent. You can give that advice up front, save a problem down the track. And I think it's important that
It's so important. Yeah.
mentor the industry
Really, really
and provide your experience.
For sure. I feel like it's good. Sometimes I don't know the answer off the top of my head as well. And sometimes it takes just talking it out with the other person, getting on the phone, working out, finding out what part of the standard we need to look at. Just trying to nut it out together can be really, really helpful, I think. And I learn stuff too. Sometimes I speak to an installer and we'll go through something or we'll find something in a standard. And then I'm like, I didn't even realize that was a thing, or I didn't realize that was the measurement, or whatever it is. And then the next person I can pass that on to as well. So it's great. The way it works in Victoria is just amazing, I reckon. Just to have that relationship. So yeah, I actually feel like I'm making a difference to some installers and not just walking around just giving defects and
you get a C.
Yeah.
You get a C.
Or not even that. You got a defect, so you got to fix that, and then I might give you one. Like we try not to do that. Exactly. But no, it's that's the thing. That relationship it's not just like we're not providing a sign-off service.
No,
we're actually providing a service that is going to help them for the job they're doing and in the future. That's the idea anyway.
I need to be able to call on them as well and just have a bit of guidance, and there's nothing wrong with that. We're all working together.
For sure.
We all want to make the system safe and compliant. We're installing it, you're inspecting it. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, before we go to our first break, Ben, do you want to just mention, have you got anything about consumer protection that Solar Vic have been doing, or how you've been approaching that? With I know the door knockers have been, they've been gone in Victoria for a little while now. That's probably part of that, is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Consumer protections is really what will be our key focus for the next year.
Yep.
And I know a lot of your listenership is installers, but half of our registered retailers or approved retailers are also installers.
Yep.
So I think it's really relevant, for everybody. And I'll probably share out, like, everything we do is consumer protection.
Yep.
A safe system, a system that works, a system that's going to last. Your 5-year warranty, meeting standards. This is all protecting the consumer. But particularly those things you call out, door knocking, the prohibition on door knocking, the prohibition on telemarketing. That's probably
that is a thing, is it? Like,
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I might ask you for some advice here.
Yeah, sure.
If someone I get called up still all the time to buy solar. Like, it's just yeah. I mean, it happens a lot.
Yeah.
Should we be trying to get the retailer that they're working for? Like, and is that something that is that something then you guys can do something about, or is
we can act on that?
You can act on that.
We can when we connect it to our program.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a little bit.
Yeah.
funny.
Sure. That makes it hard.
They're not involved in this Solar Vic program.
Exactly.
But if they are, if they are involved in it, that's
They should be.
Well, most of them would be.
But the sign system's so cheap.
Well, that's the thing. You're normally talking about the bottom feeders that are doing that, and those ones will be trying to get every ounce of rebate they can. So,
yeah, it's an interesting space.
Yeah.
And, the industry's switched onto this. They know that, so it's often companies that are not registered that then sell that lead into our program. When it does come across, that's where we can take action, where we get a clear link.
Yeah.
But, like you, I get a couple of phone calls a day. They get a bit shocked when I start asking a few pointed questions. But
that's right. They do. Some of them just hang up because I ask that. Honestly, they're not even that pointed. They're just like normal questions that you would want to know. And they're almost like, well, why is this guy asking me?
It knows too much.
Yeah, exactly. So I find that as soon as we do test them a little bit, they just terminate the call.
Yeah, and we find that and look, I have no problems with lead generation that's done appropriately. Yep. I know a lot of Sparkies aren't marketers.
Yep.
Absolutely no problems to be to be using social media to be to getting some support to get customers through the door. I think that's great, and it's an important part of the transition into this space for a customer.
Yeah.
If it's done appropriately, it's totally fine.
Okay.
Where we see harm occur is where things are missed. They might not get pre-approval from a DNSP, and then later when you try and connect, run into all sorts of problems. They might quote really inappropriately or
okay.
We've seen horror stories. We've seen people raise with a concern about why their solar system's not working, and it's because it was installed on the south side of their roof. So if you're an installer and you get one of those jobs and it goes against what is right, say something to the homeowner. Maybe a different quote. Don't put a system on the roof that's not going to work.
You can see where that puts them in a tough spot, though, doesn't it? With those installers, because that could be they might not be getting that much work at the time, and I understand that. But I agree. You need to they need to hold their accreditation close to their heart, and they're the ones signing off on the job and making sure it's right.
Totally. And while we have warranty requirements on retailers, equally, the electricians doing the work and REC's involved. Yep, they have their own obligations. Everyone's got to be accountable. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I very off topic. I actually had my second inquiry come through the website, and we hadn't installed the system, and they were just looking for help because their retailer had never sent any paperwork. Looked at their bills, and there's never been a feed-in tariff. Yeah. And when these people come through, I'm just like, first of all, I'll do a search. And I'm like, surely we did not do this. And then I just try and help them. I'm like, all right, what documents do you have? What can we do here? And it's just been weird that I've had 2 or 3 the last couple of weeks. Like, surely this isn't going to keep happening. Surely this isn't a problem.
Yeah.
How does it get that? How do people run a business like that?
Exactly. I do want to jump in and say we've got about 1,200 retailers in our program. There's probably 800.
One of them.
Yeah, right. There's about 800 active every month. Yep. And we are talking about single figures here in terms of the people that I need to speak to.
That's good, isn't it?
That's
pretty good. Yeah, like
that's really
good. So it's like you said before, it's the people on the peripheral, that are maybe trying to make a quick buck here, and are not putting consumer protections first. And that's what Solar Vic has always prided itself on, and will always take action on.
That's awesome.
Where a customer's getting the wrong product or not what they're thinking.
Not what they thought they were getting.
That's a lot of retailers in the program.
It's a lot, isn't it?
I didn't know there was that many of us.
It's so fragmented, though. This industry is so fragmented. Like, how many big players are there? There's a handful, isn't there? There's not many. If you think about it, how many big players are retailers? You can only probably name a handful. There's really not that many. They're all doing small.
Just little guys.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. the ones that have got multiple teams, there's even not that many of them. A lot of them, it's only one, maybe two teams, if they can run their teams really, really well. But it's gone to the days where there's a company that's got 20 or 30 installation teams, a couple of service crews going around. I don't know, they might be out there, but I'm tipping there's hardly any. And for them to be making money, it's a hard gig to do, for sure. Because then there's all these other costs as well. They're going to have probably a HR department, and there's all these other running costs, and so it's very fragmented. You would see that, wouldn't you? There's a lot. You guys in the rebate program, you'd be dealing with a lot of people where it's only 2 or 3 people in the company.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, absolutely. We deal a lot with the sector and talk a lot to installers. We've heard it referred to as the solar coaster.
Yeah,
down. And it's hard if incentives change and if the market changes. It is hard to have a company that's fully geared towards maybe one product.
Yep.
So diversification, but also we do see a lot of contract arrangements.
Yeah, for sure
as well. And we're silent on that. We don't.
Of course, you don't.
You set business up how you like.
Exactly.
We just expect you to do the right thing.
For sure. All right, great. All right, we're time for our first break. Good start. Really good start. All right. Let's go have a quick drink, and we've got some other stuff to talk about with you, Ben. Some stuff with workplace health and safety. I think we'll probably kick it off with next.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, we will be right back in just a few moments.
Confused by battery labelling? You're not alone. It's one of the biggest causes of defects, and with the new standards, it's easy to get caught out. Our battery labelling course breaks it all down in simple, practical steps so you know exactly what's required and where every label goes. Plus, if you subscribe, you'll get access to all of our courses, from solar labelling and defects through to battery testing and more. Check it all out at southwellsolartraining.com.au and get your CPD the easy way.
All right, and we're back. We had a nice coffee break, quick water break.
Very good.
Yeah, that was a solid start to the episode, Ben. That was awesome.
Excellent. Hopefully you're we're adding some value here.
Hope so. Well, it's good to hear from people in the government, and I know you do your own social media and all those sort of things, and you do your own communications, EDMs, all that sort of stuff.
That just reminded me.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my hat in the ring, and I reckon we've spoken about this on a podcast before. On your communications and your marketing, you've got someone in a sunsuit.
Yes.
Can I be that person next time? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Please. I said, that is just the happiest son ever. He's in the living room. Was that AI generated, or is that actually a person?
That's real. We've got it. Yeah. You're about the right dimension too.
Yes. Can we bring it to All Energy?
Might have to get that one past a few people.
Oh my gosh, I'm in.
I love it.
Yeah.
I know at our Christmas party, we always, think about going and hijacking it and getting it back into the office. So it's sitting in the city, and
yes,
maybe we should pull it all out for All Energy.
Can you please? I'll come stand on the stand. I'll be an advocate for Solar Vic. I mean, yes,
Great,
exciting.
Great.
That just reminded me. Thanks.
How funny. You know what? That reminds me as well. When I was at TBS, you probably don't remember this. They had TBS Man.
I can't deal with this TBS stories anymore. I'm done with them.
Well, there was a couple of photo shoots, and I dressed up as TBS Man. So I don't know what that. Anyway, yeah, I'd be interested to see you in that. What is it? The sun? What do you call it? The sun?
Ray?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Ray.
Yeah, he's
Ray.
so cute.
I've seen
Put
it.
the sun to work.
Yeah, it's a really good campaign. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, it was really eye catching when I've seen it.
Yeah. And he's so happy.
Yeah, and as he walk around opening the blinds up and stuff. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's cool. It's really good. Really good. All right, let's get back to the.
Yes, sorry.
All right, so Ben, we want to ask you about workplace health and safety. Specifically, I suppose, it's probably specifically about height safety with installers. Has it been a point of contention with Solar Vic, or with installers, or if you've got a relationship with WorkSafe where you exchange data and all those sort of things? I feel like we've got a lot better at it as an industry, but what comments have you got to make on working at heights and how installers are going with their compliance and those sort of things?
This is really important in our sector as well, the beauty industry. It's quite often that scaffold isn't up to standard when we go to site, and you just have to be really aware. You need to make sure you know what you're going on before you jump on it. So I'm really interested for this.
Yeah. This is a topic close to my heart. Coming from WorkSafe and now working here, I did really hope that in this current role I wouldn't have to be having conversations about working at height.
Yep.
I know the industry all got together and took a massive step forward to effectively mandate edge protection.
Yep.
For solar installations. That was supported by WorkSafe, industry, and Solar Victoria. That I don't think there's an installer driving around that doesn't have a set of handrails
And harnesses.
and harnesses.
Yep.
And really, unfortunately, we just keep seeing reports of working at heights without edge protection. 2-story roofs, single story, and even more disappointingly is we speak with WorkSafe, and often an inspector might get called and they'll arrive and speak to the installers. And, the worst part of the discussion is that the handrail's on site and they didn't bother
Put it up or anything.
put it up. So people are making decisions about how long these jobs are going to take or how much, they want to, I suppose, commit their time to get this up. And the worst part of this conversation is it's typically up within 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and they're back at work, or they've got to duck back to the depot and grab it and bring it back out. We also almost don't see a quote that doesn't have edge protection quoted. Absolutely. So they're charging customers for it. That they're aware that it needs to happen, and they
just hoping to get away with it, I suppose.
Yeah,
Is that what,
They're hoping to get away with it. Too busy, taking shortcut.
Slack.
Look, there's a whole range of reasons why they could be doing it. We've taken, and when we talk about our obligations and our, the terms that we have with our retailers, particularly, we really hold retailers to account to make sure customer experience is appropriate and high quality systems are installed. But the installer here is really a massive part of the decision about, do I put edge protection up today? Do I wear a harness where that's appropriate? And it's frustrating to still have to have that conversation. I think it's about 1 in 4 of the decisions I make about somebody's participation in our program is about instances where we've detected that they aren't putting those minimum controls in place. We've got our technical solution. It's published on our website, co-branded with WorkSafe Victoria. We've got the QR codes. People, they need to scan on and work within the rules of the program. In every instance where there's no handrails, people haven't scanned QR code. They might say it's because the app wasn't working or they could get through or something like that. But I think there's an element here where they consciously don't want to be inspected. They don't want to let us know that they're starting work. But we're thankful to members of the community who recognise this as a problem, and even more and more so the industry themselves. Everyone is in the market to compete, to give good value to customers and install systems. And if your competitor's not installing handrails and winning jobs because they can shave that off, I think that's unacceptable. We appreciate that the industry are a big part of the acceptance that this is required, and to hold each other to that standard as well. Wherever you see or hear of people that are cutting those corners, it's just not worth the risk. If we think about the stats in the construction sector and recognising that we're a subset of the construction sector, falls from heights in domestic construction, top 3 cause of fatalities and serious injuries.
Yeah,
it's still happening, and I think that and drifting way outside of my remit here, the construction sector, I feel needs to reject that it's okay to do this as well. That they do that. But everybody in that industry should be wanting to get home safe, and control. These controls are simple. They're cheap. It's a bit of time, but that one time it does work is the time you need it to work. So, disappointingly, and I think as we move into, the year 8 of this program,
8.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah. It'd be coming up to the, I'm pretty sure it was late August 2018 where it was announced.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
And there would have been stuff going on in the background before that.
And WorkSafe has always been involved in it.
absolutely.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
from the start. Yeah, which has been great. I think our tolerance now for this is non-existent.
Yeah.
If I get a photo of you working on a roof, I can say really confidently you are threatening your ongoing participation in the Solar Homes program.
As well as
Absolutely.
their life.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's all.
yeah, as well as their life and their employees under them, who's the
Absolutely,
director up there or whoever it is.
And there has been a fatality in the solar sector, which is just
Is that part of the program?
heartbreaking. Not part of the Solar Homes program. I think it was in 2018.
2018. I think I remember it too.
Yeah.
A fall from heights.
It was off a ladder, was it?
ladder.
It was off a ladder. So, yeah.
Yeah, so just unacceptable. 0 is the only acceptable
Mhm.
number.
There's been other fatalities in other states too. Like there's been issues with skylights in New South Wales. People falling through skylights.
Wasn't there someone? Oh no, that wasn't works. That wasn't height related. That was electrocution.
Yep. So yeah, it's definitely a thing. And yeah, we want people going home safe. It's as simple as that.
Totally.
Can we just circle back to that
Yeah.
technical thing you said you have on your website?
Yeah.
I think I didn't know that was a thing. What is that? And it's co-branded?
So we've got some technical solutions published on our website. So where we have a health and safety consideration for the work that we do, we partner with WorkSafe to co-brand and publish guidance for industry on how to tackle these really common safety issues. Working at heights is one of them. Manual handling is another one. So getting panels up onto roofs. We give you some guidance on how to do that.
And is that just downloadable?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Can you send that out to the team?
Yeah, completely. Look, if you're running toolbox talks, if you're having safety check-ins with your teams, if it's raining one day,
Yeah.
and you need some education to go out, I'd totally recommend getting through the technical solutions. We have others for like we've discussed the elements of our checklist where we've partnered with Energy Safe to give you advice on impact protection for batteries as well. So there's a lot of good resources there, and we also publish our webinars. So you can see webinars on safety, webinars on compliance, with photos and examples of what we're expecting alongside our checklist.
Can people from other states access that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely they can. Yeah.
That's great. So you don't need to.
It's on the website.
Yeah, so you don't need a login or anything. It's just you can just click on the link and it goes there.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yep, totally.
Pretty good, especially for people in states where they don't have these sort of resources. Because I mean, a lot of this.
No one checking their back.
No, that's right. Exactly. Well, that's right. I mean, some of them, may not have government departments which are dedicated to this sector, like you guys are at Solar Vic. So it's a really great resource. Like some of the stuff is going to be Victorian specific, but to be honest, most of it's pretty much all the same. Like there's not much you have to do in Victoria that you don't have to do in other states.
Completely. Yeah. And if you hit the expectations that we publish, I think you're on pretty safe ground.
Yeah.
Our checklists are published there.
Yep.
If it's the first time or you're moving into the battery sector, get on our website, even if you're not in Victoria, and it's a cheat sheet of all the Australian standards.
Yep.
And expectations for getting a compliant install.
Just watch that green label, the generator label that goes on your meter panel, because Victoria's the only place where it's required. Anyway. Yeah.
Interesting.
The green label. Yeah, the green label. I think generator is connected, something like that. Surely it's got to go soon. It's a bit of a legacy label. It's been in the SIRs, I think, for a long
We're
time.
just dragging it long.
Yeah, that's right. It's still required, but yeah. And I have actually seen it appear in installations in other states.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but you're right. Definitely the benchmarks with Victoria.
Yeah.
So if you're meeting it in Victoria, you can be meeting it in all the other states as well, which is
Just good preparation in case you want to work interstate, I guess.
Totally.
absolutely. All right, cool.
I love that about WorkSafe and your stance on it. I think that's so important because it's high risk work. I don't care what anyone says.
Absolutely.
I don't care if you've done it for 20 years. Pat's probably done it for 50 years.
50 chicks.
Doesn't matter how many times you do it. It's high risk work. You're playing with electricity. You're playing up on a roof, and you might have an off day and slip. Anything can happen. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Don't risk your business. Don't risk your life.
it's not worth it.
And what breaks my heart is when you see apprentices up on the roof. They haven't done working at heights. That they might not have done their construction induction, safety training.
Yeah.
So
Gone are those days. You can't be doing that anymore.
just
we can't be doing it.
Yeah.
Love the working safely with solar course that you guys did. Yeah, that was awesome. I had a little bit of, I did my working with heights, and it touched on a bit of working at heights and harness usage in there. And I thought that was really cool. Yeah, it's a good course.
Yeah, great. And it's great to have something really bespoke for the sector available.
Very good. All right, well, let's move on to well, there's a couple of other topics we want to sort of cover. First of all, like with the rebates at the moment, is that like this? How's it structured even at the moment? Because we were talking before about some legacy stuff with Solar Vic when, like, I remember in the first couple of years. Well, it wasn't even the first couple of years. First year of the program where all the rebates were like released every month or whatever it was, and they were gone within half an hour or whatever it was. Everyone knows those sort of stories. The structure you've got now is slightly different, or there's more rebates available, obviously, than there used to be.
It's amazing. The portal is so easy to use.
Easy to use, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Is the structure how it is now? Is that likely to continue, or it's hard to say, or are you just going to see what happens? Like, is it hard to know like how it's going to be going in the future?
Yeah, it's interesting. Obviously, the flagship PV, fully funded, and we're having a similar sized year this year as last year. I think last year was, getting up towards 50,000 rebates in PV, and
it's awesome.
Did over 25,000 hot water heat pumps. And having a similar sized year this year.
Do you reckon it'll drop off? I'm just thinking only reason I'm saying that is because a lot of installers at the moment are installing batteries, and some of them are retrofit. So they're retrofitting a battery to an existing solar and spending their time doing that. And people are jumping on this federal battery rebate. It's just going to take a whole bunch of installers off. Potentially, I don't know, it might be lower.
I don't realise a lot of people have waited for this battery rebate.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Now they're just claiming everything.
Yeah. There's a lot of play here for sure.
STCs, yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll normalise. The easy decision now for a solar owner is to enter that battery space. Those the people that are on the journey. From an installer point of view, you've got a customer you might have an ongoing relationship with. It's a good time to offer them an upgrade to their system and add a battery. So battery only installations are increasing, but I think that'll normalise. We're really watching the data and anticipating that the option of the battery will mean people that haven't entered the PV market yet. To make that decision, to take that step and do, start the journey.
All of it.
Yeah, or do all of it.
Making the rebates available to homes under construction was a huge game changer. That completely ramped up our business because we felt like a lot of people were holding off installing solar until after they handed over.
Sure.
Which also made it quite difficult for us because we're still running the cables, but then we're getting scaffold or guardrail put up at a later date, and just being able to do it in construction, clients are getting that rebate.
Scaffolds on summer.
Yeah, it's just so easy. So easy. I remember at the start it was a bit difficult because when we were scanning the QR code as to when we were putting the CES, the dates weren't matching. And we're like, no, it's because we're doing one stage here, one stage there. But now it's been so easy. And then there's that odd builder that the customer will call us after and go, can I get the rebate now? And we have to unfortunately have that conversation with them and say, sorry, at the point of sale with your builder, that wasn't offered, and that's also quite a difficult conversation to have. So hopefully in the builder space it opens up a little bit more, but so far so good.
Yeah, interestingly, watching the National Construction Code changes, we should see more systems come online with new builds.
With like the 7-star, you're talking about, is that the 7-star rating? That's NCC.
That's completely rolled out. But I know the next one coming out has something to do with EV chargers and builders making at least a dedicated circuit available in the builds. Doesn't have to be fitted off. Doesn't have to have an EV fitted off, but it's got to be available.
So what are they? So let me guess. All the builders are going to run like a 1 mil cable out on a 10 amp breaker and go, there it is. There's your circuit. Tick.
Hopefully not.
Have that with your 4-panel job.
Oh, 5.
5-panel job.
No, unfortunately, we are still seeing a lot of 5 and 6-panel jobs coming out there. But hopefully, the builders are getting smarter and they're not being as scared, which is good. Getting them to change to heat pumps has been quite difficult. And then adding PV on top of that as well. They're like, this is too much. Yeah,
Still gas? You still seeing gas?
not really.
No, how good.
Yeah, and then when we get
Loving that.
one that comes across my desk, it's a knockdown rebuild, and they're complaining that they've got to switch over. And I'm like, no, it's okay, it's okay. But look, it is what it is. People, you just got to learn. You just got to educate them.
Yeah.
They just don't know any better. Yeah, but now hopefully the system sizes, they're definitely getting bigger. But
That's good.
yeah, there's no roof space.
Soon there'll be 6 panel.
Hopefully. Come on, at least a 5.5, like 5.3. Like,
Yeah.
but
That's
some of these
something.
units, we can't actually get that. In some of these townhouses,
Yeah, well, that's right.
I physically can't fit anything else on there. So I don't feel as bad, but
Yep.
there are some that go through and there's a beautiful western roof and you just got 5 panels up there.
Yeah.
On.
Yeah.
Something we saw over time, which has been really positive, is that the anticipated panel output when solar homes was conceived was quite low. We've seen that technology has just raced away. So while we might not have the numbers that you anticipate at the start of the program, because of the generation capacity, with the improved panels, I think we're smashing the kind of the kilowatts or megawatts that we're committed to in the program. So
soon your 5 panel job might be a 10 kilowatt install. You never imagine that. Give it a few years. Imagine that.
But it completely changes it. We go from doing 3 or 4 5-panel jobs a day to 1 10 kilowatt. I mean, in saying that though, when we do have these 5-panel jobs, we group them together.
And make sure you do your exemptions and all that.
Exactly right. No, we're not doing any exemptions.
Are they from SAA?
We're not getting any.
You're not getting them?
No, we don't. Well, they don't qualify.
Oh, really?
They're not. It's not like a development.
Okay,
it's a
fair
street, and then one's next street, and one's the next street over.
Sure.
So I have been in cahoots with SAA. I think they're coming out on site with us in a couple of weeks.
Oh, okay.
Because something's got to change in the builder space. Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, I want to try and get some more sign-offs, more than 2 a day.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be good. All right. So interested, Ben, like we have had, you've only been in the role for 10 months, getting into your 12 months now. And we mentioned that the program's 8 years old now. Do you hear of many like learnings that have happened in that time, considering it's been around for a little while now, and maybe what the future might look like for Solar Vic or the Solar Homes program? Yeah,
I've been spoiled by having like I said,
jumping on the back of the program almost,
standing on the shoulders of
yes,
So for me, it's been great to come in and it's just been such a massive learning for me to get involved and understand the history.
Yep.
I really most recently we've been asked to incorporate the Victorian Energy Upgrades program into the Solar Homes program. So the VU's come across in a policy setting specs, and I think that's really exciting, and that's what's allowed us to start that development through the insulation program, ceiling insulation retrofits. So I think there's just a lot of potential there for Solar Vic to lend us experience and really challenge the energy transition for Victoria. I think everyone probably remembers maybe getting a knock on the door and having your lights replaced in your home and drive.
Yeah, Lauren was about 3 when that happened.
Sleep peacefully.
Funny. And those opportunities are great to change a market, and now LEDs are standard. So those simpler or more straightforward energy efficiency gains for Victoria have been probably exhausted, and now we're looking at where can we turn on some of these some benefits, what programs can be conceived that continue pushing for more comfortable homes, for lower bills, and energy use reduction. I'm hopeful that we can leverage that our experience in the market with the VU program and come out with some good programs.
I found what Solar Vic was really quick to sort of jump on was the industry consultation. So I find like that was like, 'cause to be honest, at the start it was pretty terrible. Like when we I suppose they jumped in to sort of try and help the industry a lot, and there was all these unintended consequences which came along, like when the rebate was running out really quickly. those sort of things. But they were really quick to adapt and to change things. That was a really big thing. And the way they've consulted with any decisions that have been made, I think it's been a real testament to the way the program runs. It's really the way consultation sort of should be done. I feel like there's a lot of other organisations that could learn a lot from the way Solar Vic do it. Because this is the thing, like you got to bring installers to the table when you make these big decisions if you want good outcomes.
Yeah,
and I feel like Solar Vic did that really, really well. It's just, you could just see. Yeah, honestly, the start was really hard. You could tell they pulled all these levers at the start. All these things happened. And then everyone in the industry is like, whoa, what's going on here? How come, I've got no sales, or how come no one wants to work with me anymore? Whatever it is. But then they listened and things improved, and then everyone's lifted up together.
Yep.
And that's been really, really great.
Yeah.
So
I think so. And one of those pillars of Solar Vic is to be to absolutely bake in that customer focus.
Yep.
And a customer is a homeowner, but a customer is an installer, it's a retailer, and to really make sure that everything is considered. The supply chain impacts. That
Yep.
Put ourselves in the shoes of a small business. Think about being a homeowner and try and develop a program so that it benefits everyone right across the supply chain.
Yep.
They stood up the industry and consumer reference group really early in the program, and I think from a model in terms of the people that sit on the ICRG from industry, we've got installers, retailers, we've got power companies, we've got TNSPs.
It's so good. It's just almost like the template on how anything should be implemented into the industry.
Yeah, that's right. It is.
Get everyone on the table, bring them all in.
Yeah.
It's just.
I still got Bobby's words ringing at me from the last episode where she sits in on these SAA meetings, and then she'll pipe up when something happens. She pipes up and goes, "That's not the way we do things in Solar Vic ICRG." those words have just been ringing in my ear for like the last few weeks since that episode, because she's like, it's the way it should be done.
It's the way it should be done.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And hopefully, she can bring that experience into the groups that she's in with SAA and nationally as well, and we can all lift up. And I feel like consultation is just such a big part of this industry. Everything's changing all the time. There's rule changes. People pulling different levers. There's governments wanting different outcomes. Everyone's got a different agenda, and we all need to do these changes together.
It's just different ways that people install. Look how a retail installs.
Oh, for sure.
A builder.
Oh, it's totally different, isn't it?
It's completely different.
Yeah. Yeah. Bring everyone along for the ride.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's great, and if anyone's standing up a new model, I think that's the one to go with.
Is it still running?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's you said Bobby's voice is ringing in your ears.
Yeah,
Bobby's on the ICRG, and we talk frequently, so it's great to get their perspective.
Yeah, that's awesome.
On anything that we're proposing.
Yeah, no, that's a really, really big deal. And then sort of moving into the future. So you've been around now for it's getting on 10 years. It was a 10-year program. That's what it was sort of. It was what the policy was at the time. Is that still the intention at the moment, as far as you know? Or I know there's a lot of big things happening in the power industry in Victoria over the next, sort of 5 to 10 years.
Yeah. I feel like, and probably a bit of a personal opinion here, but the energy market's really finding which direction it's heading in now.
Yep.
Really, are we decentralizing? Can we sell power to our neighbours?
Yeah.
Those sorts of conversations are...
It's coming quite dynamic, isn't it, now? Yeah.
Yeah. So, So, the commitment for Solar Home's 10-year flagship program through to the middle of 2028. I love the work we do, and I really hope, I'm really hopeful that it continues well beyond that. But energy's changing so fast right now. The market's really dynamic. And you've got those macro drivers of changes. We've got the SEC coming online and entering the market as a power generator or retailer.
Yep.
You've got power stations slated for closure on the horizon.
Yeah, that's some big stuff going on there.
Absolutely. There's a wind farm being decommissioned in Adelaide.
Yeah. Is that right?
Full end of life wind farms.
Yep.
We're talking.
Oh, that's right. I heard about that. Yeah.
To see what happens there.
Big grid. We've got offshore wind.
There's transmission going between states,
Yep.
which is now really expensive from what I hear compared to when they built a lot of it 40, 50 years ago.
Yeah, the NEM challenges.
Yeah, there's a lot that's over our head, Lauren, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just installing solar and batteries and heat pumps and stuff. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay, yeah.
No, it's exciting. It's an exciting place to be, and wherever it does go, I hope I'm part of it.
Yeah.
I hope Solar Vic can influence it.
Yeah, and I think the Vic government is going to be part of it. I mean, hopefully, I think you've got an election coming up next year. Is it? No, this year. When's the election? I can't remember. I'm not sure. It's coming anyway. It's coming up. Whoever wins government, hopefully there's still the same commitment to this transition that we're doing at the moment with the energy, and continuing the work that Solar Vic have been doing over the, getting on the best part of 10 years now, which has been really good.
Crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, I think we're coming to the end of our session with you, Ben. Is there any last comments you've got about anything you want to speak about before we let you go and Lauren and I do a wrap up on a lot of stuff that's been happening? Have you got anything you want to leave us with?
I think I'm just coming up on 1 year. I think I'll have some reflections at that moment. But look, coming on this podcast, sitting in the role that I do. Sometimes I have to have challenging conversations with the sector. But I think I mentioned this when we first ever spoke on the phone, Pat. I don't get out of bed to push someone off the solar homes program.
Yeah,
I want people to be engaged with it, and I want to be engaged with them. I want to be part of the industry that we're in. So, come and see me at All Energy. I'll come at I'll turn up at the next CEO conference. I'm happy to see our podcast. You're
going to work the stand at All Energy?
You'll
be there?
I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'm going to work the stand with the...
Oh, yeah? Oh, you're the suit, of course.
We'll make that happen.
Yeah.
I think, just really, really excited. And we've talked about some of our resources that are available.
Yeah.
I'd encourage every listener to jump on and see what's relevant for them, see what we can help them with, have some positive conversations. When you get an audit report from me, use it as a learning. Reflect on what you can do to improve, and that's all I'll ever ask of the sector, that they're in it for the right reasons.
Just learn.
Continuously improve.
Continuous improvement.
Yeah.
If you can show me that's how your business is structured and where your head's at, we'll never have a problem. Yeah,
that's awesome. Yep.
Yeah, great.
And there's also a lot of training available with Solar Victoria. I should do a little plug there. I know we did all the net zero training, builder training, working safely with solar. There is so many resources out there. So well done. You guys are really leading the way there, because it's just more information. It's just education, like you said, continuing learning. Love it.
Great.
So it's great to hear.
Really good. All right. Nice. Well, thanks very much, Ben. Really appreciate you coming on. And just to hear someone speak about what's happening from government from your perspective. It's really insightful. We only, a lot of the time, people like Lauren and I only hear what we hear, whether it's on the socials or whether it's in emails, whatever, to actually hear it face to face. Yeah, it's been really insightful, and it's giving your time to us today is, we really appreciate it. So thank you. Thanks so much.
Appreciate it.
No worries. All right. Well, we're going to say goodbye to Ben now, and then go to another break, Lauren, and then we'll do a bit of a wrap up.
Cool.
And make sure you're not late for your engagement later on. But we do have a fair bit to cover over the next part. So, all right, we'll be back in a minute.
Alrighty.
Tired of scrambling for CPD points at the last minute? With Southwell Solar Training, you can earn all 100 points for your accreditation without leaving home and without wasting time on boring, irrelevant courses. Our online training is practical, compliance-focused, and designed by industry pros who've actually been on the tools. Learn at your own pace, get your certificate instantly, and stay compliant without the stress. Check out the full course list now at southwellsolartraining.com.au and get your CPD the easy way.
All right, we're back.
Yes.
Good stuff. How good was that?
That was awesome.
It was great, wasn't it? Great having someone from the government come in.
No, is it our first one?
I don't know. Probably is.
I think it might be.
It probably is,
I
actually.
declined it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think they were going to come on. I don't think they will come on now.
No, now they are done.
That ship sailed already.
Yeah. No, that was awesome.
Yeah. No, really. Oh, no, I've had Sandy and Scott from ESV on.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, they're
The
going.
dark side.
Very good. There's been a bit going on since we've done our last episode. Did a couple up in Albury-Wodonga, and there's been a lot of stuff happening in the industry.
Yes.
Um,
We're coming up to the back end of the year as well.
I know. It's gone really quick, hasn't it?
Get better.
Yeah, slightly, slightly and slowly. It's slightly better. Bit of big news in the industry. So we've got. Actually, you know what would be funny? This actually will probably come out before it gets announced on his own podcast. But Nigel Morris joining the Smart Energy Council.
Yay.
Big news.
Yeah,
That's
is
huge
awesome.
news.
And what a great bloke to be on there.
Yeah, really good. I think it's Chief Strategic Officer, something along those lines.
He'll be all over it.
Yeah, he's going to be great. Really good fit, I reckon. I think everyone in the industry has sort of jumped on and thought that that's a really good fit. Makes sense.
Yep. He's just a wealth of knowledge, isn't he? He's
Yeah.
probably seen so much shit.
Oh, absolutely. so much. He's been in it for 30 years or so. I've asked him to come on. It's just been hard to get him. Next time he's down here, hopefully we can get him on.
We'll wrangle him in.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, he's been.
Actually, in saying that, will that be a remote position for him?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I have no idea. I mean,
so exciting.
yeah, it is. It's great. Well, he's going to be leaving his role by the sound of it at Catch Power Solar Analytics, which he's been in for the best part of 10 years. So they're going to miss him there.
Yeah.
Um,
He'll always be a catch man at home.
oh, I think so.
When you do a big stint like that.
Yeah. I wonder if the reason he's leaving is because like Kathleen's coming to her retirement, like she's having her retirement parties and everything at All Energy. Maybe he just can't bear to work without her, so he has to leave.
I've got to go.
Yeah. So that's huge news. Really big news. Yeah, congratulations, Nigel, and congratulations to the Smart Energy Council. Yeah, really, really good. Big move. So we wish you all the best in your new role. The other thing I want to mention is they had the CEC had their conference for the larger scale stuff in Sydney last week, and Andy McCarthy won an award for I think I can't remember the name of the award. It was like the main award, outstanding contribution to the industry, something along that. Yeah, so well done to Andy McCarthy.
That is awesome.
Yeah, really
also
good.
Very fitting.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think, and a lot of that was off the back of all the work he's done with mental health.
Yep.
And awareness, and the book he's written.
Yep.
Which has been a big success for him. So congratulations.
See, that's awesome.
Yeah. Congratulations to Andy for that.
A few top dogs.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
been
awesome.
been around for a while, both of them. So yeah, really good. And then we've had a good crack at the rebate now. Have you seen them coming through yet? Your battery rebate, you're still not seeing them?
Not on our end. Not at all.
Yeah. So what have you seen from the rebate so far? Like,
Honestly, nothing.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
but what have you heard? What have you heard? Like,
All good things.
Yeah.
I have heard the 6 selfies though is a little bit wild.
yeah, it's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, that's probably the only thing that I think people were a bit iffy about.
Yeah.
A couple of return to sites because of it
Yep.
as well. But I think it also comes down to the regulator you're using as well, and whatever.
Oh, the aggregator, you mean? Sorry.
Aggregator, sorry, yes.
Yep.
And whatever platform you're using as well.
Yeah.
It's got to be user friendly and easy to use. But yeah, other than that, I haven't heard anything like too bad, which is good. I don't know if any have been paid out yet.
I've heard some have been paid out. Yeah, I've heard there's been some paid out, which has been good.
That's good.
Yeah, aggregators doing their job there, which is really good. And that means that people are doing the right thing
Doing
with
the
their
right thing.
compliance
Yep.
as well, which has been, I think, a step in the right direction.
Mhm.
So that's been pretty cool.
And what stock issues?
Yeah, so that's the other one I'm hearing about a lot with stock issues. To be honest, it seems to be the ones that are having stock issues are the ones that haven't done their forecasting that much. So they may be selling a lot of orders now, and then they go to get the stock, and they haven't given that's it. They haven't given the forecasting to their suppliers, and they're just like, well, we haven't got anything. We're waiting for the ships to come in. Others have either given forecasts or actually purchased the stock and are holding it themselves and are still able to just keep rolling them out. Some of the really good operators I know have done that, which has been...
Also having that, not many retailers have that buying power.
Well, that's right. And also the cash flow to be able to take that risk and hold it. I can understand the ones who haven't done that because this industry changes so much that, like,
You don't want $40,000 of Tesla Powerwalls, which is what, 3?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Realistically,
Yeah, that's
sitting
right.
in your shed,
Yeah, that's
waiting
it.
for a sale to come through, and then waiting for STCs to be paid.
Well, could you imagine if you'd spent like a couple of $1 million or something on some stock, and then who knows? The government could just go, we're pulling the rebate. Like, I'm not saying they're going to do that, and I haven't heard they're going to do that. But this is the type of industry where those sort of things, the rug can just be pulled out from under you really quickly.
I guess the rebate never had the best start. It took a lot for those papers to come through.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, talk before anything actually got put pen to paper.
Exactly. Exactly. That's right. And and you had a lot of retailers that were, selling jobs, assuming that they just get the rebate for them before the rebate started. So you had those people taking those risks.
Which I cannot believe people would do that. There is way too much trust. They may be returning customers, but it's not the customers you need to trust.
I know.
It's the government.
I know. You're right. That's right, because they can just change things at the drop of a hat, and you got to be flexible enough. The ones that have been around and are experienced seems to be a bit more of a calculated and conservative approach, and that seems to be the right thing. Well, they're the ones that are doing well at the moment. It seems to be, which is good.
Your battery's been put in?
Yes. Yes, it's all done. I am addicted to my SIG app. I'm absolutely addicted to it.
It is addictive. I jump on my SAMS app every morning at about 10 o'clock and I see how some of our big systems are performing and the little guys, and it's fascinating.
So I'm at the moment, as soon as I wake up, I'm looking at it, obviously because it's dark. The solar hasn't started yet, but I'm looking, did we pull from the grid last night? Did the battery last? What's happening? And we're at this transition period at the moment where it's sort of, sometimes we're pulling from the grid at night and sometimes we're not, because we're in this transition where the weather's sort of starting to get better. But if it's cloudy during the day, my battery won't charge.
Yeah, of course. Does SIG have a minimum requirement before they start drawing from the battery? I know some of the batteries, if you're drawing like under a kilowatt or something, it doesn't pull from the battery, it actually pulls from the grid.
No, it doesn't seem to
have anything like that.
No, I haven't seen that. I've set it to either 5 or 10% as the lowest it goes to, and if there's reserve in the battery that's above that, it pulls from that first.
Yeah, that's good.
Which seems to be good. Every now and then you see like 0.01 coming from the grid. I'm like, why is it doing that? Don't do that, right? I think it might be just balancing out.
Because we've got customers that do that.
Yeah.
So we're still in their power.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, the app's great. The app's great. Like, I've had my reservations just thinking about what people have said about SIG, like just because they haven't been around for that long. That's been in the back of my mind, what's this going to look like in a few years? They haven't been around for that long, all those type of things that people are saying. So far, it's been great. Honestly, I haven't had anything
Are you nervous?
negatives.
Are you nervous?
Not really. Each day I feel more confident. Like haven't had any problems with it so far. Usually whenever I have a problem, it's because my phone hasn't got reception. And I'm just sitting there, looking at it constantly. Yeah, I probably aren't getting as many inspections done because I'm just sitting there looking at my app.
Stop it.
But it's funny and joke.
Have you got backed up? Have you got any backup circuits?
Yeah, the whole thing's backed up.
Really?
Yeah, the whole thing's backed up. Yeah, so we ended up with 17.1 kilowatts of Winneco panels.
Awesome.
And we got 40 kilowatt hours of SIG, which is a 15 kilowatt inverter. So it's a fair bit in there. Most days we're getting, like sunny days at the moment, we're getting to about 90%.
Wow.
Of the battery. And when it's a bit cloudy at the moment, it's sort of getting between 50, 60, just depending.
Still pretty good.
Yeah, but I didn't realise we're using about 80 kilowatt hours a day.
Holy smoke.
But it's just, the heater's been running, right? So because it's,
insane.
it's just, but it is winter. So we've got no gas bill.
Yep.
And the system's producing, most days I can get sort of 45 kilowatts out of it. So kilowatt hours, out of it. So it's good. It's good. I'm really happy with it so far. It's giving me a little bit of a hobby as well.
Yeah.
So that's been fun. And
I just my house has finally started being built.
Yeah, you mentioned that too.
Yeah, and I just designed the solar on it.
So what are you getting? That was the question I was going to ask you.
It was just up in the air for a little bit, but I finally settled on 11 kilowatts of solar.
Yep.
That's literally all my roof can fit because it's it's not the biggest.
Decent.
Yeah, it's still really good.
Yeah.
And so we got 5.5 on the north, so that's all I could put there. And unfortunately, the rest is split across the west and the south.
That's fine.
Yeah, well, I would rather have them there than not have them there.
Hey, it's actually really good to throw a bunch on the south. Like some people might think, oh no, why is he saying that? But they'll actually, they do a lot of the time. They perform really well in the summer, and that's when you're going to be running your aircons. So
it's fine.
It's better than not having it.
Yeah, exactly right. And I will be having the Goodwee 9.9.
Yeah. I was going to ask the brand. I'm thinking if you've chosen the brand.
Of course, it's Goodwee. So 3-phase hybrid. And I'll eventually put in a battery. I don't think I will do the battery during the build.
Yeah.
I'll just battery pre-wire it, and then we'll come in after handover and do it. You never know. Goodwee may have released another residential product or something, or an all-in-one by then, and maybe I'll swap it out. And I'll bring over an EV charger as well.
Nice.
So, it'll be a full Goodwee system, so I'm really excited.
That is exciting.
Josh and I will be installing it on our own.
Ah, cool.
Just us two, yeah. So it'll be fun. Probably a Friday, Saturday job.
Yep.
And he will be my labourer. Not No, it'll be fun. I just wanted to do the whole thing. I can't obviously do it on my own. So it'll just be him and I doing it.
Yeah,
so
great.
It'll be fun.
Oh, it's going to be heaps of fun. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, and I think also a bit more special being my house as well. So it'll be really cool.
Maybe I'll park a few streets away, take some photos, and then send them into WorkSafe and go check this out.
No, because we will have
you'll have protection,
and it'll all be done during the build. It'll all be done safely. So it'll be cool. I'm pretty keen.
Yeah. Actually, it made me think before. We were talking to Ben about the images that people send stuff into, WorkSafe or Solar Vic or whatever, and there's action taken on that.
I think it's completely fair if it's in a residential.
Oh, it's great.
Knockdown.
Oh, for sure. It makes.
I don't think you would often see that in a new estate because there would be so many people working. But if you've got a knockdown rebuild in the built-up areas and you see someone up on a roof, we actually saw your neighbour doing that or something.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Someone was up there.
He was just tinkering with something and then jumped down. But I think it's completely fair enough. You see a young person up on a roof and they're not wearing anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, send it in. I agree. I wonder how many of those images that are sent in are AI generated. So they just want to screw someone over so they get an eye. You'd hope that's not the case.
In my TAFE course yesterday, we were learning about the magnetic field.
Oh yeah, yep.
And there was 3 photos, and one was it actually said underneath generated by AI, a diagram, and an actual one. And I just believe it or not, a lot of our course and take home work is AI generated.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
it may as well be. How's your journey going with it all, with your trade school and stuff? Going
really
all right?
Fun, yeah. Haven't gone out on site as much as I would like to.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I've been jumping out on a Saturday and a Sunday because I just can't get there during the week.
Yep.
And we're just so busy at the moment, and it is what it is. But I'm loving it. A bit more relevant now this term. So we had a term break. Our Thursday class is learning about circuit breakers.
Yep. Great.
Which is just really cool. Tuesdays is fixed and secure. So used a hammer drill for the first time.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's just like really cool stuff that now is relevant because I have done it out on site or I've watched the boys do it out on site. I'm like, what are you doing there? I don't actually understand it. But also having those conversations with the lads now and being able to understand what they're talking about.
Yeah.
It's just been a game changer.
So, really good.
Yeah, it's really fun. Hopefully, I think I'm wrapped up on somewhere around October. It's before All Energy I'll be wrapped up. So have that under.
Yeah, to loosen up at All Energy a bit.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I've got to go to school on a Tuesday night, Thursday and Saturday. I don't even know what day All Energy is on.
Usually Wednesday, Thursday is the 2 days.
Imagine leaving racing out of day 2 to go to TAFE.
Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah, it won't be fun.
No.
Absolutely. So, it's exciting times.
And are you, with the mentoring program, have you had any more days with the work experience stuff?
No, not yet. We are going to do another week coming into the back end of the year.
Great.
I'm just waiting for them to reach out to me. So it was so cute. One of the ladies that we had doing work experience, she came and dropped in a big bunch of chocolates and just a little plant and a bunch of flowers. So it was really cute. And she just said we made such an impact. And
that's great.
Yeah, it was really
nice
fun.
to hear.
Yeah, well, we got out exactly what we wanted. We wanted to try and make a difference. And the fact that it was 2 girls that joined our company was just so fitting.
Oh, how good.
Yeah, so it was good. Yeah, but I think we'll do another week of that, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully the program is around next year and we can do it again.
Absolutely. Oh, that's great. Well, things from our end of we've been a lot going on here too. So I think I mentioned before, we've got the battery
Yes.
labeling course, which I think that's going to be probably our biggest one yet. We get a lot of questions about battery labeling. So I've been putting a fair bit of time into that because things have changed a fair bit on the work front for me too. So I've been all of a sudden sort of flung into some business development where I've had to look to get some more clients because a lot of the work that I had been doing had suddenly dropped away a bit. And we're also waiting for the battery rebate, the CER to sort of kick off. Yeah, we're waiting for that. So we're sort of in this holding pattern. So it's kind of weird because everyone's talking about how busy they are. And we've been like pretty quiet with the inspections we've been doing. Yeah. So it's been a little bit of difficult time, to be honest. So I've been working really hard to try and get more clients and do more inspections and just sort of help more people. So that's been fun, actually. Talking to some people I had never really spoken to before.
Connecting with them.
Yeah, connecting with them, doing a few more inspections, of seeing the way other people are doing solar.
Diverse as well.
Yeah.
Everyone does it a little bit differently, don't they?
Absolutely. Definitely. So that's been fun to do. But yeah, certainly we're looking to get more clients.
Also been, I guess, good for you guys pump out some coursework as well for your training.
Yeah, it's been helpful for that too. So yeah, we've been able to focus on this battery labeling course, make sure it's right. And again, it's like we've spoken about today, it's still something that is not quite right and that a lot of people don't quite understand. And yeah, we want to really help to get that right. Because we don't want people just slapping labels on everything and just just
sticking and taking it from far back and hoping that it's right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly right. That's exactly right. And I found like even some of the new people I've been inspecting, they haven't had quite the understanding that you would want a lot of installers to have. So you just spend a little bit of time with them and mentor them and help them, and hopefully it lifts everyone up.
That's so good.
Yeah. So yeah, we've been scrambling trying to get more clients, and we're still looking for more. But that's that's okay. It's been just another challenge that we've had. And
well, anyone, if you're looking for an installer, that is available.
Yeah. Oh, gee, don't. I am available. I don't want my phone to ring too much. No, I certainly am. I'm certainly looking. So yeah.
And shall we talk about your podcast with Luke?
Oh yeah,
you nailed that.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that. Yeah. No, that was fun. Yeah, it's pretty intense actually because I don't know. I feel like here, it's a little bit more laid back, and we talk about a lot of different things, and we have breaks and we can debrief and that sort of stuff. With his one, it was like really intense, like from the start. And he sort of we got straight into it. Yeah, we got straight into some really, really crazy topics about some things, and yeah, but it was good. It was fun. Kept me on my toes for the time I was there. And yeah, no, he's got a really good business and a really good setup there. It was a lot of fun.
I actually drove past it the other day and I saw it in the corner of my eyes. I'm like, that's Lightning Energy.
Lightning Energy, yeah.
That's where it is, because I always see the photos and the talks that he does, and it's such a cool showroom.
Yeah, he gets a lot of consumers in.
Yeah, and the setup looks amazing. And I thought, that's them.
Yeah, for sure. So that was
good podcast as well, Luke. Awesome.
It was. I enjoyed doing that. And the other thing I just wanted to mention, talking about podcasts, the other Just Another Solar podcast, where they had Warwick Johnson in for the last one that I think haven't heard that one yet.
I haven't done that one yet.
Yeah.
I just finished your one with Luke.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Well, no,
catch up.
Have a listen, because they speak about some really interesting stats with what's been happening with the battery rebate, some trends that they're seeing. Really, really interesting. Hearing about some forecasts as well of what they think might be happening with the numbers. Mm-hmm. So yeah, jump onto that one as well. Really interesting to hear what's been happening. And as usual, Warwick's got all the numbers at his fingertips. Mm-hmm. And if anyone hasn't heard that, jump on. I think that was episode 90 for them.
Okay.
So
they're coming up to 100.
Yeah, they are. They're coming up to their 100th episode.
That's
Yeah. Don't know if we're going to be able to catch them, but you never know. But yeah, I think that's most of the stuff that's been sort of happening at the moment. Anything else from your end? Is that it?
Just trying to think. I don't think there's much happening. We've got a HIA Women's Day coming up in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
So Goodwe will be accompanying us.
Great.
And they're going to help us sponsor the event, which is really cool.
That'll be cool.
Very fitting. Obviously, we use all of their products for most of the people sitting in that room.
Yep.
So that's coming up. We always look forward to, the Six Star Girls always look forward to that. We get to chat with some other ladies in the construction industries.
Yep.
It's really hard because we do have to change our hat. Like I take off my solar hat and I put on my construction hat.
Is it a different hat, or like do
It's
you
a
have
different hat.
you have
It's
to
a whole different hat.
do you have to act differently, or is it?
Nah,
You're still the same.
Still crazy. So that's really fun. Got that. And today I've got a day with the Victorian Homeless Fund. So yesterday was actually a year since I've joined the committee.
Is that right?
Which is insane. So I feel like I've been there for years, and they've just been so welcoming to me. So today we got a day with one of our builders that are going to be building our next couple of houses.
Yep.
And we've got the rights for a solar system on there.
Great.
So there'll be a huge system donated by Goodwe.
Make a big deal of that.
Absolutely. Usually AWM Green Tech Clayton, they jump on and they donate all the racking and the panels. So they've been huge supporters for us in the space, and I kind of just tell everyone they have to support it. I'm like, come on.
Where's it? Do you know where it is yet? You're not sure where the install's going to be?
It will be in Cardinia. I can't release it for.
Oh, okay. So I nearly got that idea.
I'm like, oh shit! It'll be in the council. Of Cardinia. So
okay.
One of those. There'll be 2 blocks side by side to each other, which is really cool.
That's out Pakenham.
Yeah, down that way.
Pakenham-ish, isn't it?
Absolutely. We currently got a build happening down in Moe. Unfortunately, Six Star didn't get the rights for that solar system. But it is what it is. We're all still there to support it. We're all running the same race. So, it's good. Exciting couple of months coming up. Six Star, VHF, you, solar. It's all happening.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a busy period. And, we're sort of really, we've got the run up into all energy now. Everyone's working out what they're doing. And
I think people are coming out the back end of that battery rebate madness.
Yeah.
Where I mean, our quotes have significantly dropped. Which is great. We've got a bit more time to focus on our builders and not just the tyre kickers. So it's we're starting to come out the back end of it, which is good. Now we just got to start installing them.
For sure. Okay. All right. Well, that's good. And it's almost a year since you did your episode with me, the first one. It's almost a year. So.
Crazy.
Yeah. So here we are, episode 50. And we don't need to talk about that too much. We did a bit of a debrief in the last one about favourite parts of the episodes. And that was really fun doing that with Bobby.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, I think that brings us to the end of the episode anyway. Been really good.
Happy 50.
Yeah, I know. Got to 50. Unbelievable. So really, really good guest as well. Having Ben, just wanted to say thanks to him again for coming in.
Ben, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And thanks Solar Vic for everything you're doing. Keeping us installers safe and retailers safe. It's really important.
Doing really well. Let's see how much of this episode makes a cut or not once we send it to them and see if
they'll be fine.
I think it's pretty good.
They'll be fine.
I think we're all pretty good, but I'm sure we'll find out. All right, cool. Well, that's it. That brings us to the end of the episode. Thanks very much for everyone for listening. Jump onto our socials if you haven't already. Like, subscribe.
Be safe. Use edge protection.
For sure.
Harnesses. Don't get on a roof if you don't feel safe.
And electrical safety as well. Don't work live.
Don't work live.
Yeah.
God, no.
All right. Very good. Okay, brings us to the end. Thanks, Lauren. You have a great day today.
Likewise.
And we'll catch you in the next episode.
Sounds good. Bye, everyone.
No worries. Bye.